So guys, talking to you about the power figures.
So here we have the two colorways that are on display currently.
This is where we connect the charger to.
Coming to the back of the car, we
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Death in Days. And today, as you see, we are at Mahindra, and Kevin and I have worked on a complete different video now. And in this video, we're giving you the specs of the BE.6e and the XEV 9e as well.
Hey guys, I'm here to give you the specs about Mahindra's flagship electric vehicle, the XEV 9e.
This right here is the BE.6e.
So here we have the two colorways that are on display currently in the showroom. We also have two more colors displayed outside for a total of 8 different colorways available for this model. Consistent with the current market trends, you see this single swept running DRLs in the front, along with these ice cube style protector headlamps, which give it that classic futuristic EV look that's hitting every single EV right now.
Looking at the front of the car, what does it remind me of? Well, it gives slight hint of some Italian brand where I would not like to take the name of. But yeah, this is the design cue. It's got this air duct as well, which is inspired by another Italian brand. And yeah, it's got this airflow as well, but cooling for what in an EV? But again, aerodynamical, if you say, yeah, it does work.
Hopping outside to this lovely wine maroon colored variant of the car, talk to you about the battery figures. So the base variant has a 59 kilowatt hour battery, whereas the top end has a 79 kilowatt hour battery. The base variant charges in around 6 to 8 hours, whereas the top end would charge in around 8 to 11 hours. However, if you do get the DC charger, which you obviously would with a car like this, the charger will help you charge your car from around 20% to 100% in just 20 minutes. For both variants of the car. And talking to you about the range, the estimated range is around 664, 646, I'm not too sure. Whereas in real world, you should get around at least 545. So well over 500 kilometers of range in a full charge with this car.
Talking to you about the power figures, this gets around 286 horsepower and 380 Newton meters of torque. Later on in this video, you're going to see me driving this car where it feels amazing driving this car. And it gets two different batteries. It gets a 59 kilowatt hour battery and a 79 kilowatt hour battery. And talking about the charging on a regular AC charger is around 6 to 8 hours for the lower variant, and then for the top end it gets around 8 to 11 hours of charging time. While if you go for a DC charging, within 20 minutes, 20% to 100% is all it takes with the DC charger. So you might as well buy the fast charging as well, the DC charger for this car. So let's hop on inside because the interior is my favorite.
So let's have a look at the interiors of the car. The handlebars point out this is the direction all Mahindra's luxury vehicles, from the XUVs, Scorpio, all the luxury vehicles are going in this direction with the handlebars. Quite delicate open out. And as you can see, the seat automatically reclines into the last position you left it in. It's a 4-way motorized seat that moves. And so this is how it, I'm around 5'9", so this is how someone with my frame would look like hopping into the vehicle. Yeah. You're greeted by a very long windscreen, a long heads-up display over here, a screen that covers the entire length of the dash. And yeah, a pretty nimble, slim steering wheel with a cut-off base. Yeah, quite a premium feel to it.
So guys, more than anything, let's first talk about the interiors, because that's more different compared to the other car. Firstly, when you open the door, you see that memory seats, and the grab handle is exactly how you find it in every sports car. More than sports car, it's every track car, because this cloth handle comes in mainly the track spec cars, which is a pretty good spec. And as you see, memory seats is moving forward, and the interior, why I wanted to start with this is because the interior on this car is inspired by the fighter jets. Every little detail is inspired by the fighter jets. And yeah, so this is the key of the BE.6e. It's a very simple key, a new key design that Mahindra has gone for. And one good thing is it has a magnetic place here where the key locks into place, and you have this entire Tron style light up that comes in. To understand the interior better, it's better you hop on inside through my view and I explain to you everything.
So yeah, let's switch on the car and see how it wakes up. Yeah, you get a startup animation sound, which sounds like an engine has gone off at the back. So what Mahindra has added are memory seats. So watch what happens when I close the door of the car. A motor IC that remembers exactly the position you left it in and fits exactly where you'd like it to be when you're driving. So on the steering wheel, we have our volume controls and our call controls on the left. We have a horn on either side, and your driving modes over here, your driving mode selection over here, where you'd like it in focus mode, drive assist, navigation. You have a lane centering function as well on this side of the dash. Coming to the center console, under my vehicle, you have your drive modes. And watch what happens as soon as I change the drive mode from a default to range. The entire dash changes its colorway to a green color on range for the economy feature. For everyday mode, again, you have a full purple-ish pink color change. Watch what happens when we change it to race mode. The whole dash goes red. So yeah, it matches your theme your theme matches the driving mode that you're going to be in. We also have a snow mode. I mean, something you'd need only in certain parts of the country if you are traveling in places with snow, but street is what you'd leave it on most days in the standard driving mode. Coming to the infotainment system now, this is something crazy. You have every single OTT platform you could think about right here in the dash. For instance, YouTube right here. Yeah, your passenger, not your driver, a passenger can watch YouTube on this lovely screen over here, and yeah, it has gone to a full screen mode. So your passengers, the back end viewer as well. Coming to the center console, again, you have your uh, gear shifter over here, gear knob over here, quite premium. It feels good with a leather stitch at the back of it. Yeah, your parking brake over here and your auto hold over here, some cup holders, a charging station over here with a wireless as well as two C-type charging points. Some storage over here, a place to keep your key. And yeah, that's the cockpit.
So guys, as you see, it's a proper cockpit style, and let's start it up. The starter button is right here. You get this very good startup animation sound as well, which is pretty nice. So guys, talking about the steering wheel, this has a B logo here, which is an illuminated logo, and this has a flat bottom and flat top steering wheel as well, which gives it like a Corvette style steering wheel. Pretty good, and a new design approach that the Mahindra has gone for, being, you know, a future flashy Indian company. This is a pretty good steering wheel that they've gone for. And plus, this comes with two different displays. It's a 12.3-inch display, both the displays. You get a driver display which shows all your driver information. You have your drive assist, navigation, everything on this. Apart from that, you have this display which has all the controls of the car, I would say, where you have basically every app. You have Alexa and everything. And talking to you about the ambient lighting, you have different ambient lightings where you can shift it to spring. And as you see, I'm not sure with the interior lighting, is it seen that much, but yeah, the lighting goes all the way around here, where it changes according to every mode that you change. So monsoon turns it to bluish green, summer changes it to orange, and winter changes it to blue. It even changes the color down here as well. Now, talking to you about the center console, this is also inspired by the fighter jet. Even looking at the gear lever or the gear shifter, this is also inspired by the fighter jet. The way that it is shaped, all is amazing. In front, you have a single cup holder and you have a wireless pad as well to charge your phone, and just like a placeholder there to just keep things. Even down here, you have a good amount of space, so you're not losing out on space even in this car. Apart from that, you get air condition all the way around, and the controls up here are my favorite, because this is what McLaren has used, and this is inspired by the fighter jets again. So what are the buttons that come here is you have your door sensors, you have your boot open close, your hazards, park assist, and your cameras all the way around. Looking at the cameras, yes, this gets a 360 camera all the way around. And talking about the roof, this doesn't come with a sunroof, it comes with a moonroof, which is basically one single glass piece. And this comes with optic fiber glass, which basically has every strip that you see here, this satin matte finish strip. So according to your ambient lighting, the strip changes. Because of high sunlight, you're not able to see it, but during the night this does change color, and according to your mood, so it does change into red for autumn and so and so. So that's a pretty good touch that Mahindra has done, and working with the optic fibers is something new, something innovative that they've come up. And yeah, let's hop on outside and talk about the other specs of the car.
Coming to the comfort of these, this is the top variant car, and so you have a ventilated seat, which is again quirks of having the top end variant, as well as this beautiful moonroof that goes all the way to the back. It's a panoramic view, with an auto close and auto open, so it's motorized, or even it's motorized open and motorized close, as well as you have these fluorescent strips that are optic fibers. So as you change the ambient lighting in the car, or in the interior over here on the dash, so if you change the interior lightings at any point of time, the ambient lights, whatever light mode you select, whether it's summer and the entire thing goes red, and autumn and the entire thing goes into an orange color, the optical fibers in the roof, I think that in a night setting you would see this a lot better, but the optical fibers in the roof change the color as well.
So guys, now to talk to you about the front seats. Actually, it's pretty good seats, and this gets ventilated seats, cooling seats, which is basically air conditioning runs to cool you, and air conditioning runs front as well, which is pretty good. And these seats are 50% recycled seats, which is a good touch on the sustainability of the environment.
Yeah. So hopping into the back seat, as we can see, even your passengers at the back can see this beautiful panoramic moonroof, and like experience the view. Also, what I'm told is they have some kind of a UV glass in this model, wherein it prevents you from feeling the sunlight. Even if the car is parked in direct sunlight, it prevents you from feeling from the exterior heat, and you can still feel cool inside the car. Yeah, so privacy screens on either side of your passengers, and yeah, the seating comfort wise, yeah, for a 5'9" person frame, this is quite comfortable. I feel anything taller than me might feel a little bit of discomfort at the back with the legroom. But again, depends on how far your drivers put his seat back as well. So yeah, for a person of my frame, plenty of legroom at the back, quite comfortable.
You see, there's no door handles here. That's because the XEV 9e and the BE.6 gets handles here. So this door opens, I mean, all the doors open 90 degrees, which helps in easy access inside. So let's sit inside and see how it feels sitting in the back seat. So first of all, the floorboard is really high, and the pillar is slightly lower. I'm 5'9", and pillar is slightly lower. While if I sit clearly, I get good thigh support, and the headroom is pretty okay. It's pretty decent. You get a good panoramic roof as well, which is a moon roof, and it gets its optic fiber cables, and as I've told you before, and it changes according to every mode. So it feels very comfortable, and yeah, it's a pretty compact car. If you would ask me, it's a compact car, and people sitting back, if you are claustrophobic, you might feel a little uneasy behind, but because of these smaller windows. But overall, it's a pretty good car. Getting in and getting out of this car feels pretty good.
Coming to the back of the car, we see this swept out aggressive back, a coupe design, if you will. And yes, the DRLs are similar to the front. The running DRLs are ground. The boot is quite large, as you can see. This is a very swept out boot. And yeah, you have the XEV 9e embossed over here at the back. And yeah, so where's the charging port, guys? All smooth on this side. Cut to the other side of the car. All smooth on that side. Where is the charging port? Something that even baffled me for a second, and something implemented very well, hidden into the design. The charging port sits here on the side of the car, at the back, hidden away from plain sight, and it's completely vanishes, giving you a smooth, sleek overall design. Coming to the boot space of the car, we have an automatically opening boot, and this, I believe, is the max setting. You can set it to 3 different levels of height settings preset in the front, and you can set it to whatever height you want to open. You get around 600 plus liters of boot space at the back, with around 100 liters of boot space in the front. So yeah, plenty, ample room in the back. You get 12-volt charger at the back, ambient interior lighting as well. The spare tire underneath. Yeah, and automatically closes back down. Comfort and luxury of a top-end Mahindra.
Looking at the back of this car, it has a sloping roof where it has this G-Wagon-esque, roof spoiler, and also gets a lip spoiler as well. And the LEDs are also pretty bright and pretty futuristic. It gets this illuminated BE logo here, which in the night you'll be able to see on now. Talking to you about the boot space, this gets around 455 liters of boot space, fully automatic boot. Pretty decent boot as well. You can fit around maybe 2 suitcases in here, 2 20 kg suitcases you can fit inside here.
So let's take a look at the boot space in the front. So it comes with 2 locks. And the front opens manually. And being an EV, of course, there's no engine, so you get quite a bit of boot space over here, 100 liters. There's a bit of additional boot space at the bottom as well, interior lighting. Yeah, enough for a good quick family getaway. And so yeah, this is a manual close with a lock on each side, which is a bit of elbow grease. But yeah,
let's look at the front, because this doesn't have an engine. Electric vehicles have got to have a front space, so let's look at it. Let me just open it from inside. So 2 clicks on the, you need to pull that and lift it up. It's got hydraulics and it's a pretty decent size in front. Mainly you can charge maybe a small bag, some maybe the charger of this car here, and that's about it on this car. The XEV 9e gets more space in front. I think that gets around 100 liters, and this, not sure, maybe looking at maybe 35 liters of space, I guess. It's a pretty small space, exactly like how the sports car is. This is giving the sports car feel as well. Pretty small space.
so a couple interesting things about the key fob of the 9e. But you have, apart from your regular lock and unlock features, as well as a button to open the boot of your car, or button to turn on the AC so your car stays cool. You also have these 2 fun little buttons over here, where you can navigate your car to go forward and backward without your help. You can pull out of a parking spot into a parking spot. Your car will follow. You will track the movements of these 2 buttons, and your car will move autonomously.
So guys, this is our first drive with the XEV 9e, and let's see how it goes. First initial thoughts are you get pretty good power, very good heads-up display as well, and the display is pretty bright. It is not overpowering where it blocks your vision from the view, but you're able to see it very clearly. Suspension also pretty good. This also gets blind spot sensors, which shows you the blind spot on the heads-up display. This is a pretty good addition as well. So firstly, you notice that from the default mode to everyday mode, the power increases.
So we have the four drive mode, default, range, and everyday race. So
Okay.
like default is like a smooth thing. It gives the pickup, not too suddenly. Then it will comes to the range. It like a better smooth drive. Then
So
it is
default and range is somewhat like a slow pickup,
yes.
more region.
Yes.
Okay, and then every day is more like midway of race
Semi-dry.
and
Range.
range, and race is like complete sport
Sports
mode.
version.
But even though it takes it very smooth in every day. So yeah, you have the infotainment screen as well, where straight,
Right.
where you can literally watch Amazon Prime, Netflix, YouTube, everything on the side. One good thing is that when you switch on the indicator, the camera switches on your driver display. I'm not sure if the camera can capture that, but yeah, you have the camera switch on here. For this big of a vehicle, having a camera is a good thing, and it automatically goes off when your indicator automatically turns off as well.
You are ready
So
with this mode.
this is the race mode, so let's see how it goes. It feels very even though it's in race mode, it feels very plush, very luxurious when it takes off as well.
And the sounding will also come
Yeah.
like a takeoff.
Sound also takes off like a fighter jet taking off kind of thing. So on a single charge 500 plus, that's like everyday office commuting, you can get a week's charge.
Weeks, once in a week.
Yeah, once in a week you can charge.
Yes.
And that also depends which mode you drive it on and how hard you drive the car on. Right when you turn it back to range or default mode, you immediately feel that regen coming back into place, and that power slowly toning down with the vehicle. I'm not sure if the camera captured, but automatically when people come closer to the car, the display changes to the sensors around the car, where it shows how close the people around the car are. And if you click the 360 camera, people come close, your 360 camera also switches on. If you want a 3D view as well, it shows the 3D view of the car. Oh, if there are people nearby, the steering wheel also vibrates. So overall experience about the XEV 9e is that it's a pretty good car. It's a tech loaded car and tech for safety car as well. And this is a very good innovation to start off with from Mahindra. And yeah, this is the first platform that they've come up with, and this is already turning heads all over the country. So it's a pretty good car. Okay, so 24 to 37 is the range, depending on whether you're looking for the base variant or you're trying to upgrade completely to the top end variant. So guys, we're here in the BE.6e. First initial thoughts are that the new steering wheel is one thing that you need to get used to. The heads-up display is the same as the 9e. You can adjust your placement of the heads-up display where you would like it to. As you see, the 360 camera is on, and the default setting also feels powerful in this. Talking to you about the power figures, as I've told you before, this gets around 286 horsepower on the top end and 380 newton meters of torque, which is a pretty powerful car unless you know how to control this beast. And yeah, it does take some time getting used to this flat top and flat bottom steering wheel. Overall, compared to the 9e, this is a smaller car and much more easier to move inside the city as well. Again, this car, once you put your indicators, your camera switches on. I'm not sure if you can see it, but on the driver display, a camera switches on, which shows you the blind spot. In that way, you are very careful and you don't get to scratch your car as well. This singular display gives me the feel of BMW M2 or the 2 series, because this is how it's laid out. And talking to you about the layout, this has like a cockpit style that I'm sitting in, even with the buttons up top, or whether it's the gear shift or the way the cockpit is shaped for the driver, it feels very inspired by the fighter jet. And don't forget, this is a rear wheel drive car, so this is very powerful to the rear wheels as well. It's like any other sports car that you would drive, but at a very lower cost compared to all the sports car, high performance sport car. Guys, doing a proper pull. Wow, feels amazing. Yeah, you need an open stretch. Straight. Wait. You need an open stretch to do these kind of speeds. And talking to you about the range, this comes around 500.
Fine. Both are same.
Both same range. So both share the same battery pack
Yes.
and same range, and it gets the same driving modes, that is default, range, everyday,
Everything
and
is only the
race.
design concept of the vehicle.
Only the design, and that gets more boot space.
Yes. Length of the vehicle is about that.
Okay.
This is the 4.3, that is 4.7.
Okay. So it's just a matter of boot space that you're looking at in that car.
The family comfort to the sports
Yeah.
design.
So if you're looking at a design that is inspired by the Lamborghini Urus, and you can go for the BE.6e, and the price of this is on-road price is coming up to,
This is starting from 21 lakhs on road.
okay,
30, 38, 32.8.
so this goes from 21 lakhs to around 32.8 lakhs on-road price in Bangalore. And yeah, if you're in the market looking for a sporty EV, and you can go for this. If you're looking for family comfort, the 9e is a good car to go for.
So after driving the BE6 and the XEV 9E, what are your initial thoughts? What are your thoughts on the differences between both them?
So the initial thoughts about this car, both the cars, honestly, is that if you're looking for luxury, if you're looking for family vehicle, the XEV 9e is a pretty good car. Both the cars get the same engine, not engine, same battery, the same top speed, and also the same, what do you say, the same range as well. If you're someone like me who loves sportiness, who's always been into fast cars, and love that thrill of driving,
Yeah, right
this
here.
is the car. If you're looking for family car, the XEV 9e is the better car. So what would you prefer?
Again, similarly, if you're looking for a single driver, solo guy living alone, bachelor life, a smaller family, a smaller unit, probably this car. I personally felt the cabin space is a lot more open in here. Although if you're sitting at the back, you will feel claustrophobic, as Pranal mentioned. But all you're getting on the 9e compared to this is a few more luxurious features. It's more comfort based, and yeah, you get a lot of boot space. So if you're planning on a long drive with a lot of friends and a lot of suitcases, the 9e is the way to go. But otherwise, I'm leaning towards this one as well.
Yeah, so basically, if you're ready to pay the extra mile just for 200 liters more of boot space, I
Essentially,
think,
yes.
go for the XEV 9e. Looking for a small compact city car, this is the car. On that note, even the prices also has been mentioned in the video that when I was driving this. Hope you'll enjoy the video. Stay tuned. See you in the next one.